Welcome to Always Analog, where we celebrate the beauty of analog technology in the digital world. So today we've got a vintage pencil review. And let me say up front to thank my buddy Joseph, who sent me this wonderful example of a vintage American pencil. And it is the Venus Velvet, number 2. And the Venus pencil has had a long history in the American pencil market. And the Venus name was initially produced by the American Pencil Company. And over the years, other companies, it was acquired by other companies. And then I believe and those of you who are better versed in the world of vintage pencils can let me know if this is not correct. But I think the version I have here in my hand would have been produced during the Faber Castell ownership of this brand, which would have been from the 1970s on. I'm pretty certain that that's sort of the vintage of this pencil. So let's take a closer look at it. So the manufacturer, actually the company, I'm not seeing it anywhere here on the pencil itself. So it is the Venus Velvet. So if it is Faber Castell, it's not indicated on the pencil itself, but it does say here it's embossed, and it says USA bonded. So that bonded refers to the bonded lead or core. And then it has the only other imprint on the pencil is here on the same side in gold. It says Venus Velvet. And then it looks like 3557. The 3's not very clear. Either it's worn off or didn't get a good imprint. Also not imprinted well is the number 2. And then you have the ferrule. Now, the ferrule has it looks like it lost some of its color. Perhaps it never had any, I'm not sure. Has a crimped on gold ferrule with a blue stripe in the center. Reminds me a bit of the, is it the USA Gold, I think, that was using a similar ferrule on its pencils with the blue stripe, gold ferrule with the blue stripe. Well, that was very much a Venus trademark ferrule with the blue stripe. It has it's hard as a rock now, but a pink eraser at the tip. It is a hexagonal pencil. And while the imprint is not great, the paint job is pretty good, I would say, overall on the pencil. Classic pencil yellow. Let's do a top-down look at this vintage pencil. There it is. Pretty centered, I would say. Overall, it looks to be. Core. And it is a soft hex pencil. Very soft hex. Very comfortable pencil. Very muted corners here on this pencil. And I don't think I have used a Venus pencil since I was a little kid. So I'm looking forward to, and I have no recollection of it. So I'm looking forward to sharpening this pencil and seeing how this vintage Venus velvet pencil writes. I'm going to start by sharpening this pencil here. One of my German M&R sharpeners, and you may not be able to see it, but I'm looking at the ribbon coming off here on the sharpen. The wood looks to be very nice. Probably a cedar wood. And here is our sharpened pencil. So let's give this a try. I could say it's a vintage Venus velvet. We could really do the alliteration here. So the pencil, let's take a closer look here. You know, it is a average smoothness. The tone of the graphite is good. It's not particularly extra dark. We'll put a little bit more down. Yeah, not sure on the manufacturing date of this pencil or era. 70s or 80s would be my guess. As I'm writing, it tends to get a little smoother. Let's come in here. And yeah. Okay. We got a bit of a drag here on the smudge. Let's shake it. I'm not gonna bother with the attached eraser. It's a rock, so. But we'll try. I'm gonna try with a pink carnation. Okay. Pentel. Thought this pencil might be a little darker than it is. There's a Japanese foam eraser. How about a magic rub? I'll say I think the graphite is lifting nicely overall. It's a Mars plastic. Whoop, an art gum. And, try a Nataraj here. Yeah, but in terms of erasability, pretty good. A little shadowing there, but overall erasability is a BB+. We'll do a little bit more writing with this Vintage Venus Velvet. I'm going to give this a little bit, another quick sharpen. We're getting a little dull here. Whoop. Yeah. Nice. A nice pencil. Not particularly velvety, I would say. It's got a little scratch to it, but it is a firmer, I would say, number 2 HB. Erases very nice, and is certainly a part of American pencil heritage and history. So thank you so much, Joseph, for allowing me to try this Vintage Venus Velvet pencil. I enjoyed writing with it and experiencing it, and I appreciate all of you doing it with me. So if you like what I do here on Always Analog, please share, like, subscribe. I look forward to seeing you again real soon here on Always Analog.